My name is Amanda, and I have been led to share my story. I don't know why, but I feel that this is something I need to do for me and maybe for someone else out there. I am a Christian. I am a mother. I am a teacher. I'm a wife. And I am a cancer warrior. I was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was 39 in May of 2021. I went through chemo. I had a double mastectomy and had 3 lymph nodes removed from my armpit. And I did radiation. And I thought that I was done. And then in August of 2024, I was told that the cancer had returned. And I've been struggling since then with a lot of things. All of the things that I'm struggling with. When I was originally diagnosed in May of 2021, I was just finishing up my first year as a teacher. And I feel like teaching is my mission. I feel that I was led to do it. And God put me here in this mission field to connect with kids, to help them love learning, and to help them see Him in me. And with my initial diagnosis, my main concern was making sure I could be back to work. I did 8 rounds of chemotherapy over that summer. Every 2 weeks I would have chemotherapy. I finished my chemo after the second week of school, I believe it was. It was Labor Day weekend, 2021. I had a double mastectomy and the lymph nodes removed in October of 2021, and then I did 25 rounds of radiation in December. I finished in December of 2021, and I thought that I was going to be cancer-free forever. I had fought and won with God's help. And I remember at one point, I was in the midst of all this, and I was at my oncologist and talking to the social worker at the hospital, and I said, I don't understand, you read about people who go through cancer and they feel like a renewed vigor for a relationship with Christ, or they feel like they have this bucket list that they have to get done, and I don't feel that. And she said, well, maybe you're already where you need to be. And I believe that was true. I was already where I needed to be at the time. And I was very proud to be a cancer survivor, and I was just waiting for that 5-year mark where your odds of getting the cancer returning drop dramatically. And I started to work on my master's to become a school counselor, and my blood work started to show that some markers that would indicate the cancer had come back started to go up. And my oncologist said it could just be stress. She's like, I've seen a lot of people who these numbers go up just because of stress. So I held on to that. And I held on to it for almost 6 months. And through the CT scan that showed nothing, and then the PET scan came back that it had metastasized to the sacral bone. And my oncologist told me that it's not going away. The odds of me being cancer-free ever again are pretty slim, pretty much impossible. And I felt my joy slipping. Because that wasn't what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to be healthy the rest of my life. And God was supposed to have healed me, and now there wasn't a chance of that. And so now it's December of 2025, and I'm on immunotherapy. I did some more radiation, and it did shrink the tumor. But it won't ever be gone. And as I struggle through this, the worst part is that I am not who I used to be. I'm insecure about so many things. My friendships, my teaching, and my relationship with God. And so I want to share that if you're struggling through some of this, you're not alone. Today I bought an audiobook that is titled Get Out of Your Head. And I will post the title and author in the comments because I can't remember it right this second. But I'm not even into the second chapter, and so much of what she's saying resonates with me. I feel under attack, and things that I know are true, I doubt. And as I move forward, this isn't new. It's been happening for at least a year, or maybe longer. Maybe ever since the doubt that the cancer was gone started. I'm not sure. But it's been slowly growing, and the worst part is you don't know how big the doubt is. You don't know how big the fear is until it's massive and you don't know what to do with it. So I want to help anyone who I can through the struggle. And whether it's with cancer or losing your faith or struggling with being a teacher, whatever your struggle is, I want you to know that you're not alone, that there's hope in Christ. And I've had days where I've struggled to believe that. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not like the suffering, to not want to go through the suffering. But know that you were created with a purpose. And that whatever struggle you're going through, that no matter how hard it is or difficult it is to see, that someday God will say, this is why you had to go through that. That's why I had to let you go through that. Because strength is not built when things are easy. Fortitude is not found in times of peace. And joy is not found in the happiest times. Because you have to face and feel real sorrow before you can feel real joy. And my hope is that I will feel that real joy again. And I will feel that real peace soon. And that through this, my relationship with God will be stronger. And I just hope that you can feel that too. And that by listening to some of the things that I go through, that you can feel not alone as I've felt. And that you will know that you were made with a purpose. And God will help you find it.